All right.
Thank you so much.
Keeping the train on the track. Up next, we have Beyond the Prophet.
Yes, so we have Michaela, Lallouz.
Come on up.
Come on up. We have Danny Phantom. Come on down.
Let's go.
We have Metaruth. Yes. And Joseph Mosseri. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Come on down.
Good morning, New York! Woohoo! Wake up, everybody! Let's go! That was amazing, by the way, to the lady that was speaking before. We have such a nice panel planned for you guys. I'm so happy and excited to be sitting here with all of you today. Let's go! Everybody ready? Woohoo!
We are here.
We'll wait for... So
let's jump into this. So
Take it away.
we found out about, what, 2 weeks ago that we were going to be on a panel together, and it was honestly incredible to find out that we were going to be on a panel. And our first meeting, the energy was just so great because, you know, in the NFT space you meet so many incredible people, but to be able to be on a panel with these three amazing human beings that are super passionate about mental health and so many other incredible focus areas, I cannot be more excited to kind of share what we're doing in this space. Everyone has such an ambitious and really amazing story, so really excited to be speaking with you guys today.
Let's talk about the topic. So today we're talking about Beyond the Profit, NFT art, and mental health. So just so you know, there might be a little bit of some trigger warnings. We are going to be talking about maybe some sensitive topics that could come up when we share our stories, but hopefully you'll leave feeling a little bit inspired and warm and welcomed after we do talk, because after meeting these three amazing people, I definitely did. So let's talk about the topic, and I'll pass the mic over to Joey, because I think you have a lot to say about the title.
Yes, I do. Hi, everybody. Moose. So basically this morning when I first got in here, I was telling someone, hey, yeah, I'm going to be speaking at a panel today. And he said, for what? And he said, I said, for NFTs. And he said, what is that even like? I mean, I don't understand. I never understood it. It's just a picture, right? Why can't I just get that myself and I could just copy paste it and it's mine? Like, I'm not understanding the utility to it. And I said, I'm going to speak with some amazing people on stage with an awesome crowd. Like, this is what it's about. It's about the community. It's about getting all of us together in one room here and be happy, have positive vibes, talk about amazing things. And this is what it is. This is why I'm a part of this. And when it's talking about beyond the profit, most people are like, oh, NFTs, it's an investment. But when you have that mindset, especially in the market that we're in right now and we see things going down, it's hard to be so connected to the monetary aspect of it all. And I prepared myself for this. I got my NFT and I thought beyond the profit. This is the community that we're building. This is the people we're surrounded. This is, for example, my penguin or your Bored Ape, or who you live through and who you become. And it's so important to make sure of that and to not tie and connect the monetary value of it to
emotional part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're going to pass the mic over to Ruth. You have a lot to say about community building. You built an amazing community yourself, and you have a fantastic story. So everybody listen up. It's very inspiring. Passing the mic to you, Ruth.
Girl, thank you. I love mics. Yeah, my name is Metaruth. I'm the creator of 2D and 3D microphone dolls that speak out against domestic violence.
Let's give it up for her. Hello, everybody. Did you hear that? Speaking up against domestic violence? Come on, wake up, people. Let's go. This is great work here. This is really taking the technology to a next level.
Thank you.
Let's give the respect to Ruth. I think it'd be very inspiring to those listening.
Thank you so much. I love that. That really is super supportive to feel that. As a domestic violence survivor myself, about a year and a half ago, I have endured physical abuse, mental and emotional, and actually I believe, many of us know someone in our circle, whether or not they tell you, someone is suffering right now. And when I had posted on social media the injuries, many people locally to me reached out and said that they didn't know that I was abused. And through that, I was able to help them because they broke their silence. And when they broke their silence, I was able to get them enrolled into domestic violence agencies. And I saw one of the girls in my group counseling, and which means that she completed 6 months of one-on-one, which meant that I helped save a life. And from that moment forward, I realized that speaking out does save lives, can save lives, and that we need change in systems. And being a domestic violence survivor, you go through a lot of things that people cannot resonate because of the lack of education and awareness. So I found healing through creating art, which was my microphone doll, and through virtual reality, through healing, colors. I've created a 2.5 metaverse, which is a healing center, which is filled with resources for education. Polygon is in there, Ethereum is in there. It has what is anxiety is in there. It's like Disney World, right? You know, we want to take them from a nightmare and give them a world of a difference, of something to look forward to. And with these dolls, they'll be able to, like every 30 days, earn like the doll, the dress, the bedroom, the bed, the blanket, and then actually have a replica to recreate their whole new life. And then after that, they'll be able to enter into learning how to create art with me and education of crypto, because I'm also a finance and insurance broker, so forth and so on. I don't want to take over the whole stage, but
No, that's really taking NFTs beyond the profit. Let's give her a round of applause. This is a really amazing story. But I think a lot of people, really beautiful again, like I think a lot of people, first of all, who knows what an NFT is? Okay, no, just making sure, hey, it's an NFT.NYC conference. You know, it's almost like a year and a half ago. I didn't know what it was when I was, you know, living in a basement in lockdown, really depressed, and here we are on stage talking about it.
Talk about yours.
Yeah, no, I think, again, just going back to the topic, like, that is using NFTs to, look at what you did. You know, you saved one person, you saved the whole world, pretty much. You save a world. So that's pretty much also what happened to me. And I think that it's a perfect example of taking NFTs like beyond the profit. A lot of people think that NFTs are just like a JPEG, you know, a photo, or a photo of a cartoon animal. And you know, I think, Danny, we can talk about that, being a part of, you know, the Bored Ape Yacht Club community. Who knows about the Bored Ape Yacht Club community, you know, seeing the photo of the monkey selling for millions of dollars. So there's something beyond that, though. And beyond that is, I guess I would call it maybe like a token of hope in a really dark time. A lot of us came together during that time. You know, we didn't know it was going to be what it was today. You know, we all kind of like came together during lockdown online. And it pretty much saved my life doing that, so that's why I hold it really close to my heart. But I'd love to pass the mic to you, Danny, to hear what you think about it.
Thank you, Michaela. I mean, you know, I think hearing everyone who's up on this panel's story, and I'm sure we'll get into it a little more, it's exactly what we're talking about. It's beyond the profit. This space, you know, everyone has their niche, right? And you know, some people are passionate about collecting art. Some people are passionate about joining communities that you know, have people with similar values, right? And I think being on a stage with 3 other people that are very passionate about mental health, right? That's inspiring to me. When I hear everyone's story, it drives me. Mental health, you know, for me is something that I hold very close to my heart. First off, I'd like to just ask everyone right here, who has struggled with mental health in the last 30 days? Okay, yeah. So 1 in 5 people in the United States are actually being faced with a mental illness. And I am definitely committed to this space because, I mean, let's call it what it is. This space can be exhausting, right? Whether it's you're suffering from anxiety, you're living on the edge because you think that your NFTs are going to get stolen, right? I mean, it can really wear you down. So I think having these conversations is really the first step, right? It's okay to say that, today was not a great day. It really is. So, yeah, I actually want to, really just make sure these conversations are happening. There's so many people that are doing incredible things around mental health, around domestic violence, and those are the people that I think are going to be in this space in the next 5 to 10 years, impacting a change above and beyond the people in this room, above and beyond the people in this space, the people that will come into this space, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. So it's really exciting. Joey actually has a really, really cool story of how he got into the space. You might have seen his infamous Twitter space. Joey, do you want to talk about that a little bit and talk about
And that article he was in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Joey, take it away.
Thank you for that, Danny. I appreciate that. And yeah, that statistic you pulled up is so true, and we've all been going through something the last 30 days for sure, and we were all affected by that. So, I mean, I guess I can say it was around a year ago. I got into NFTs, and I mean, I got a lot of rug pulls, pulled on me, and I guess I just found one project that, really, really resonated with me, and it was the penguins, and it's actually that penguin right over there with the green mohawk, and I was in a Twitter Spaces when they just started getting big, and I was actually on my personal Twitter account, and it was before I made any, NFT crypto account, and I got in there and I was very emotional, and I said how, I was going through a hard time, and that NFT helped me a lot, the community helped me a lot, and I came out with the famous saying, I am my penguin and my penguin is me. And, that hit home, and I guess, people liked it, and the next day I find out that clip was being, all over the internet, surfaced everywhere, and started being reviewed by, these big guys on YouTube, and people started talking to it, and at first it was like a kind of a meme thing it turned into, and then it turned into, since I realized that people were reaching out to me and saying it's crazy, I feel that same exact way about my NFT. I love living through my NFT. This is who I identify as. I identify as my NFT. It expanded me to, hit communities, expanded me to talk to people that I would not talk to. It got me out of my comfort zone. I'm able to join spaces with my NFT. And it's such a beautiful thing. And people would reach out to me, and I said, you know what? This is such a great opportunity to, comfort people and help people in the same sense. And, we're all going through something. Let's try something out and, try to live a different life through our NFT. And, it just started that saying where I am my blank and my blank is me. And I guess if you guys heard of it, you heard of it, but it's such an amazing thing. And I wanted to pass it off to Michaela. I know you have an awesome emotional story as well, so inspiring. So let's hear that.
Yeah, so thank you. Yeah, I just want everyone in the room actually right now, if there's anything that I could have you leave with, it's that things can change in literally just a second. Like a year and a half ago, I was, just to kind of shorten the story, I was living in Canada. It was lockdown. I was very, very lonely, to say the least. It was very cold, and I was in a very dark, bad place. And in that dark and bad place, I discovered the NFT space. Now, in that time, no one was really there. It kind of, I heard a lot about the hunter-gatherer times where people would, gather around the fire and share stories and talk to each other. I joined a room where the title was Share Your Story NFT. I had no idea what an NFT was. I was crying in my bed, and I just decided to click on it. And people, strangers, all around the world were sharing their story. And I was blown away. I was like, oh my God. This is just everyone is welcoming me with open arms. We're talking about this new technology. We're talking about art. We're talking about everything. And I was blown away. I'm like, I want to be here every day. So that's what I did. I showed up every single day. I started to attend these rooms and learn about this technology and the art. And I had people offering, when you upload your artwork, it usually costs a fee. And I didn't have the money at the time to upload my artwork, and strangers, literal strangers, were offering to upload my art for me so that I could sell it. I was like, what is this place? This is absolutely amazing. So, down the line, I started to take the money that I made from my art, all right? And it's really interesting. I'm wearing a sweatsuit right now that says Rich Off Pain by a really talented artist as well. Tetra, shout out to you, who really helped onboard me into the space. And I really love that saying, rich from pain, because I took the money that I made from the art, which was, I would write on photographs I would take of myself. I struggle a lot with like OCD, intrusive thoughts, and I made money. I couldn't believe it from my art. I took that money, invested it in blue chip projects today, you know, Bored Ape Yacht Club, etc. And you know, a year and a half later, look at where we are with NFTs. You know, like it's absolutely mind-boggling.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I would have never thought that this would happen. So life can change literally in just a second. If anybody, you know, is kind of listening to this story right now, that's what you can leave with. And that's kind of what we're here to talk to you about today, is that it's NFTs beyond the profit. It's not just about money and what you see online and all of this like gimmicky stuff. It's like there's real stuff happening. People are building beautiful things. Like people are saving lives, really. And it saved mine. And that's, I think, what we really want you to kind of take home. Yeah.
That's why I'm so happy to be sharing this stage with you guys. I am just so blessed and lucky, and you know, it is so beyond NFTs. It's innovation and creation, and the old times don't work anymore. How long have, as far as mental health, you know, can we just keep donating to charities, keep donating to charities? No, we need change and we need action, okay? It's not working, okay? You know, going and sitting in counseling centers are not working, okay? People need something to look forward to. They need new skills, okay? They don't want to just hear, you know, this is what you have to do and just keep showing up. No, they need to tap into another side of themselves that they never knew existed, okay? You have to push yourself to the limit, you know? And that's what we can provide through technology of the NFTs, and that's just what Michaela did. That's what I'm doing, and we're not gonna stop until we help them all. And that's what people need to look for before you buy an NFT. I don't know who survived the 2009 market crash, but I did. I live in Long Island, New York, okay? People were jumping out. My friends' fathers were jumping out and committing suicide. Houses in Dix Hills, Long Island were going up for sale left and right. It was a horrible time, the 2009 market crash. What happens when you're left with nothing? Multi-million houses. Right, my family, we owned $1 million houses in the Hamptons in Montauk. Prada to nada. Okay, Schitt's Creek, that TV show, that was my life, okay? Honest truth, okay? And the same thing with NFTs. You buy a piece of artwork, if that's all you're left with, is this piece of art going to resonate with you? Is a dog, I mean, I have a couple NFT dogs, but is this dog going to resonate with you? Or is buying a piece of artwork that you know that you can teach your kids what it empowered your children? Did it inspire your children? Does it educate your children? Is this a movement? You know, because at the end of the day, crypto goes up and down. So what are you left with, that piece of art? What is that going to move you, okay? Is a little sticker of something going to move you? So you have to think before you invest. Who are you investing in? What are they moving forward and doing to help change systems? And are they talking? Because you don't have to wait to make change. A lot of NFT projects say, we want to save the world. We want to give back to hunger. We want. So do it. That's how rug pulls happen. Woohoo! That's how rug pulls happen. A lot of people are talking. You could do it. You go on my Discord, I'd be posting, guess what, New York State, I'm meeting with New York State Prevention of Domestic Violence. Guess what? I'm sitting on the Women of Immersive Emerging Technologies of India to talk about how to keep the metaverse safe, right? That's how you prevent getting rug pulled. Show it, proof. Oh, sorry, guys.
No, no, that was awesome.
That was
Again, like we
incredible, yeah.
really want to talk about the utility. Also, yeah, let's give her a round of applause. Let's give her a round of applause. If anybody has any questions, by the way, you know, feel free to raise your hand and we'll take some questions. If not, we'll just keep rambling on, just joking. But I hopefully, you know, that was awesome. It's, again, it's really empowering, like you're taking action, so.
Yeah, and just to go off of what Ruth said, right? I mean, this space is the Wild West, and there's so much going on. Hearing Ruth talk about how passionate she is about impacting change, I challenge everyone in this room to find a project that you really enjoy, that resonates with your values, something that you really want to get behind and support people, right? Support the people that are behind these projects, There are so many incredible projects happening right now. Let's not forget that people are the most important asset in this space, right? Everyone that's here, we need to take care of ourselves. Do we prioritize wellness? Do we prioritize taking care of each other? I think some people do, but other times it's easy to get lost and consumed in the craziness. So I want to really challenge everyone, instead of perhaps minting the salamander, goblin, ape, doodle derivative, I challenge you to support people that are trying to drive change, and everyone on this panel is doing that. So yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, to work off of Danny, that was awesome. Yeah, if I can leave off on one thing as well, it's, I mean, whoever owns an NFT here, you know the deal, you know what it offers, and whoever doesn't, I mean, this is what it is. It's a lifestyle. It's the community, it's the people, and all I see is people bringing each other up, and people are going through it, and I've seen people get healed from other people, literally, like somebody is, I need help, I need somebody to talk to me, and you just talk to them, you slide in their messages, and you just say, hey, how's your day going? Just say one nice thing. It can literally change their day, and people tell me that. I wish more people would be like that. So exactly, just like Danny challenged you, I'm going to do another challenge. Just one compliment a day. One compliment a day to anybody in person or online or wherever it is. Just try to say one nice compliment a day. And we'll leave it at that, I guess.
Any questions? Oh, we got a mic. We'll come out to you. I got one. All right, here we go.
Hey, I've really enjoyed listening to you talk about how the NFTs you hold are more than the artwork and really form access to a community, and that it's the people behind that project that really hold the value to you. I wondered what you thought about what the challenges were about sort of lowering the barriers to entry so that people that really do need access to those communities, to the kind of resources that you were talking about that might help people in difficult situations, what do we need to do better as creators to invite more people in, people that might not understand anything about Web3 or people that might find high financial barriers quite prohibitive?
So I would love to answer your question. Beautiful question. So just to kind of sum it up, how can you get into the NFT space if, let's say, you're limited financially or you don't have, $100,000 to spend on an NFT and to join a quote-unquote community? So the NFT, there's a lot of different ways, and I'm really excited to tell you, and we could all maybe give a little bit of, because it's a good question, because it's beyond the profits. So number one, Twitter. So right now, the NFT space is on Twitter. Now this changes, but a year ago it was Clubhouse, and that's a free app. Twitter's a free app. I even host, and I'm sure everybody on this stage also, Twitter Spaces. So it's like a live podcast, and it's for free. And I personally have been interviewing thought leaders and founders, and we're educating. We're doing free education, and that's pretty much a community. The space is live, right, guys? It's live on Twitter.
Absolutely.
It's live on an app, a social network called Discord as well. They're connected together. You can have something called a server, which is kind of like think about it like a more complex WhatsApp group or Telegram group, but you can do a lot of more things. Both of them are free. And honestly, all of my education that I've learned about NFTs has been from these free applications like Clubhouse and Twitter, with community members, all educating each other, and that's the beauty of it, is that we all educate each other, and we're there every day. I'm on Twitter Spaces pretty much every day. I'm either speaking or I'm listening, so I'm doing both. I'm speaking and I'm consuming, and if you really also, just a little bit of something in there, if you want to build your brand, and I know this might be hard for some people, and you might be thinking, Michaela, I'm not you, I can't, maybe I'm shy to speak. First of all, I'm freaking out right now, but on Spaces, try just requesting to speak, even if it's a room full of 5 people, 10 people, 2 people, say hello. And then you'll get more, or ask a question, just like how you're doing right now. And you never know who you're gonna meet in these spaces, like big, huge founders speak in these spaces. So that's if you're financially limited, and really to get into the space, I encourage everybody to get on Twitter right now. That's the kind of meta right now, and Discord as well.
All right, let's hear it for Beyond the Profit. What a great, I was emotional. This was a great panel. It just keeps getting better. It does. Thank you all. This was really, really, this was a good one. People were coming up to me going, this is good, this is good. Thank you, thank you, thank you.